While the likes of Netflix, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime engage in a war for streaming supremacy, Pluto TV is beating them all from the sidelines, achieving $1 billion in revenue last year without a single paying subscriber. How is this possible, you ask? Well, before we find out, we first need to understand the innovative business model of Pluto TV that you might not have heard of before. This model is known as FAST, or Free Ad-Supported Streaming Television. Gotta love the acronyms. Now, I'm not a fan of making things complicated, so here's a quick rundown of how it works. So, you don't have to pay anything to watch, but there are ads that show up while you're watching, and those ads are related to what you're watching, so they're not too annoying, and yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so it turns out it's not that easy. So, Pluto TV makes money from these ads instead of subscription fees from people who want to use their site. They have lots of different channels to choose from, and unlike giants like Netflix, Prime, HBO Max, or Disney Plus, you don't need to sign up and pay a single dollar to watch all of them. It's pretty cool, especially because all of it's free. I mean, who doesn't love free things? However, Pluto TV wasn't always like this. When they started out, they had a completely different business model which looked more like the actual traditional cable TV that we all know and don't use anymore. When Pluto TV was founded in 2013 by Tom Ryan, Ilya Posen, and Nick Grauf, the aim was to provide a free, ad-supported streaming service that would offer viewers access to a wide range of channels. According to Pluto TV's founders, they saw a demand for the kinds of shows and series not served by traditional cable TV or other streaming services, and let's actually hear from one of the founders about what makes Pluto TV so unique.
There's a channel for everybody in there, and we actually go both broad and deep, so you can find a channel of Mystery Science Theater 3000 episodes back to back, and that's a popular channel of cult television that people love.
So Pluto TV is a little different from other services that let you choose what you want to watch. Instead of picking a show or movie, Pluto TV has different channels that show things like the news, sports, movies, and fun stuff all day long. It's just like regular TV, but you can choose what type of channels you want to watch. So you can just turn on a channel and watch whatever is playing at that moment. Users can access Pluto TV using an app that can be installed on multiple devices like your phone, TV, or game consoles. In the beginning, Pluto TV launched with a limited selection of channels, but over time the company was able to expand its services by partnering with other channels who allow their content to be shown on Pluto TV. And by 2016, the streaming platform was able to launch 100 new channels, and by 2018 that number had grown to over 200. And their strategy was a hit too. In 2017, Pluto TV grew its monthly users to 15 million. By offering channels that cater to specific genres or interests such as news, sports, movies, and entertainment, Pluto TV was able to attract viewers who were passionate about those subjects. Plus, their traditional TV-like interface has provided the viewers the same feeling they get from traditional TV viewing, not to mention a bunch of content that's specifically organized for the user. And so this is how Pluto TV captures its viewers, by humanizing its brand. However, this growth was nothing compared to when in 2019, Viacom CBS acquired Pluto TV for $340 million, and from here things started to accelerate big time. I'm pretty sure you've heard of media companies like CBS, Showtime, Nickelodeon, MTV, BET, Comedy Central, and Paramount Network, right? No? Well, look it up. But Viacom happens to just kind of like own all of them. What was their agenda with Pluto TV, you might ask? Thanks for asking. Well, it's quite simple. To expand their digital offerings and tap into the growing trend of ad-supported streaming services. Following the acquisition, Pluto TV continued to operate under Viacom CBS with its own team and management structure. When Pluto TV joined forces with Viacom CBS, they got more help and knowledge to make their platform even better and reach more people faster. One key factor in Pluto TV's growth was its ability to tap into the growing trend of consumers moving away from traditional cable and satellite TV services in favor of streaming options. As more and more consumers looked for alternatives to expensive cable packages, Pluto TV was able to position itself as a viable option for those looking for free ad-supported programming. I mean, maybe they weren't looking for the ads, but beggars can't be choosers. The acquisition of PlutoTV by Viacom-CBS was a strategic move that allowed the platform to expand its streaming offerings and reach a wider audience. At the time of the acquisition, PlutoTV had around 12 million monthly active users, and when it comes to the streaming wars, that is very important in giving a platform the upper hand. And since then, PlutoTV has grown rapidly, reaching 43 million monthly active users in 2020 and 72 million by the third quarter of 2022. Oh, you think that number isn't impressive enough? Well, it's not always about size. The personality is also important, and PlutoTV's got a lot of it because it has 72 million monthly active users, which is actually more than that of HBO Max. Yeah, I said it. That's right. PlutoTV actually beat HBO on this aspect, and today, the streaming platform's monthly active users has grown to around, do I even want to tell you at this point? I'll tell you this time. So, 79 million users. However, these millions aren't the only thing that gives PlutoTV an advantage in the streaming wars. The key factors driving PlutoTV's growth have been its piggybacking on the streaming trend, its millions of monthly active users, and another is its synergy with Paramount+. Before we go further, it's important to note that Viacom-CBS changed its name in February of 2022 to Paramount Global. So yeah, Paramount+ is Paramount Global's premium streaming service, which offers a broad range of content including TV shows and movies from its extensive library. Paramount Plus has also been heavily promoted on PlutoTV with ads and content crossovers that encourages the latter's users to sign up for Paramount Plus, and according to PlutoTV's Jeff Schultz, it actually gives them a competitive advantage.
Thousands and thousands of hours of premium content comes to Pluto on an exclusive basis, so not only does it accelerate the flywheel, but it provides a competitive advantage over our peers.
So when PlutoTV and Paramount Plus work together, they both benefit. More people sign up for Paramount Plus because they like PlutoTV, and now it's easier to switch between the two services. This partnership is pretty great for both of them. In fact, in late 2022, more people sign up for Paramount Plus because of PlutoTV than for Netflix or HBO Max. The acquisition of PlutoTV by Paramount Global has proven to be a smart move that has helped the company increase its reach in the competitive streaming market. With its growing user base and strong ties to Paramount+, PlutoTV is well positioned to continue its rapid growth in the years ahead. Okay, let's be fair though. PlutoTV is still a relatively small player in the pool of streaming giants. However, Netflix and the others are actually stealing features from PlutoTV, which clearly shows that its competitors are starting to feel the heat. But let me explain this further. First off, it seems the modern spin on the traditional TV format that PlutoTV uses is growing in popularity, and for the streaming giants to keep up, they have to ride on this growing trend and do something with it for their own platforms. Netflix, for example, has added a shuffle play feature which randomly selects a TV show or movie for viewers who don't know what to watch. This is pretty similar to PlutoTV's approach of providing a hand-picked selection of content that viewers can tune into without having to decide what to watch. Pretty clever, right? Meanwhile, HBO Max has added a linear channel feature that allows viewers to watch content in a more traditional TV-like format, which is also similar to PlutoTV's approach. However, it's not just the user experience that PlutoTV is influencing. More important than that is the FAST model's effectiveness in making other streaming platforms doubt the way they are currently doing business. In short, PlutoTV is forcing the executives of streaming giants to ask themselves, do we need to use a similar model as well? And this is already happening. Check out what this media journalist says about the changes that streaming platforms have made.
But in the past couple of years, every streaming service has launched an ad-supported tier. HBO Max has an ad-supported tier, Discovery, Paramount Plus. So even Amazon has its IMDb TV ad-supported channels.
And it makes sense that these streaming services are adding this because look at Netflix, which has recently introduced a $7 ad-supported tier. This comes as a response to a huge drop in their number of users and aims to encourage more subscriptions for a fee that's lower than its $16 per month standard fee. Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, and Hulu have all tried introducing ad-supported tiers which are cheaper than their ad-free subscription rates. Even even Paramount Plus introduced its own ad-supported service for $4.99. Maybe the guys over at Paramount saw how it worked for their friends over at Pluto TV and decided to adapt it for their own service. And after all, it was through ads that Pluto TV achieved $1 billion in revenue in 2021, a year earlier than experts even predicted. So can we say that Pluto TV is poised to become streaming's next big thing? More than that, is advertising going to be the future for streaming? Right now, it looks like they're still far from the biggest fish in the pond, which is Netflix in terms of revenue, but it's starting to beat the other giants in monthly users. And from the look of things, Pluto TV's momentum isn't stopping anytime soon, so if they can keep this up, then we might be looking at the future victor of the streaming wars.